Guys, welcome. I was not expecting Arena. I actually thought they'd be playing Arabia, but nope. It is Arena. I can get on board with this. I can definitely get on board with this. In the purple, pink, magenta, whatever you want to call it, we have Dracont. He's playing as the Chinese. And then in the blue, we have Laaan, who is an underrated Spanish player. He's played in big tournaments recently, gotten some decent results. He's playing as the Italians. Wow, what a dynamic matchup we have here. I guess we'll start with the maps, and then I can talk about the civs. I have not seen the civ matchup on Arena all that often, so this will be fun to explore. So for Laaan, he has his main gold forward. It's not the end of the world, though, because as far as forward golds go, it's decent. Most of the gold cannot be ranged by Dracont. Dracont also will not be able to see that, most likely, when he sends his scout over. So I think that should be fine. This gold in the back is a saving grace for Laaan if he needs it. His third gold is right along the wall here. It's kind of hard to see. Then he has his main stone and his secondary stone there. The stones could be an issue. Stones could definitely be an issue, especially because they're playing standard arena with the lower HP walls. We might see Dracont go for a tower rush or something here. We'll keep an eye on that. Looking at Dracont's base then, his main gold is very similar. I think it's just one tile further back. And then his second and third gold is forward. So anytime you play arena, you're trying to think about strategy, always keep in mind where your opponent's golds are, where your golds are. So Dracont knows that, sure, he is this, but at the 30-40 minute mark, he'll need these golds, so he needs to have some map control. Now, he also has the neutral golds in the back of his base. This happens pretty rarely, to find both neutral golds in the back, but that could save him as well, if he scouts it, of course, because it's in an awkward pocket of space back there. His stones are in a good location. So Dracont has a slightly better map, in my opinion. Twitch chat, what civ do you like better here? Chinese, kind of a jack-of-all-trades civilization. They can go for monks, they can go for siege, archers, infantry, cav. So for flexibility, I like that. Italians, they also have strong cav options. They can also go for infantry. They can go for condos. Italians have that cool unique upgrade Pavis, which gives their foot archers extra armor, which could be helpful. I feel like Chinese have a little bit more going for them in this matchup. But the civs both have strong options. I don't think this could be a civ win regardless of the result here. Chinese. A couple people said Chinese, okay. Well, here's the deal. If you go Chukunu, Italians could still go Onager. Italians, they could still go for their skirms, right?
I had salmon pizza and I thought it was chicken, never again.
What? I like salmon, but I don't think salmon pizza would be very good, man.
I like Chinese here.
Alright, Shulker likes not Chinese food. Not Chinese food. Maybe he does, but I think he's talking about the civ. Shulker, thank you for 14 months. Jade Hall, thank you for the 5. Salmon pizza. Has anybody else had salmon pizza? That's weird. Chukunu will wreck Italian archers still, but Italians get bombard cannons and Chinese don't. Correct, yep. So bombard cannons and onager can still kill those Chukunu. I think that this will come down to map control. Laaan is getting trolled by this deer here. I think it's gone back a few times. He's laughing about it. I can assure you he's not actually laughing. Let's see if the deer will cooperate now. Yeah, he's just gonna kill it out there, right next to his friend. There we go. This is fine, right? This is fine. But just to talk about how this can play out a little bit more, let's say Dracont has his castles here and then here, right? He has map control. He could push with Trebs and Chukunu. That puts Laaan on the back foot, and while Laaan does have access to bombard cannons, it's very hard to push that if Dracont has that forward map control. Now, if Laaan has map control in the middle, same area, then he can deny these golds with range, with the bombard cannons. I really don't know what the Castle Age strategies will be. Let me look at the Italians' tech tree again to see their monks. Yeah, I mean, both of them have strong monk options, so we could see monasteries and siege even in Castle Age. I do think whoever has map control late Castle Age, assuming this goes to Imp, will have a pretty big advantage, though. Salmon pizza is the best. I've got a local pizzeria here, and salmon pizza is their best pizza. I don't know if I should be excited to try that at some point in my life, or if I should be upset with you guys because I'm now hungry because we're talking about food. Probably a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of both. Project Belgium, I've heard this joke before, but I still like it. He said, T90 official, why is a Teuton Paladin so slow? Because they weigh 2 tons. Get it? Teuton, 2 tons. Can we get a round of applause in the Twitch chat, please? What's up, Kate Man? Welcome. It's alright. Hank doesn't get it, but he's not fully prepared for fatherhood, apparently. Just be careful out there, Hank. You're not ready. You're not ready. So Dracont's been chatting here. Oh, Lance, I get. Okay, Laaan wasn't upset about the deer. Laaan said, fucking boring map. Dracont said, cry more. Then Laaan laughed. Dracont said, if you can't play it, I'll give you a lesson. And Laaan said, you can't give me any lesson in AOC. Oh, I like the trash talk. Dracont says, how did I miss this? We're talking about salmon. Dracont says, reminds me me and your Masters of Arena 5 results versus backed. So they played versus the same person in Masters of Arena 5. Dracont said, you can't imagine how Arena players laughed at your play versus backed. Oh, geez, they're still talking about it as well. And Laaan says, and. I like it. This is spicy. This is spicing it up. Let's go. Let's get some T90 Go spam in the Twitch chat for this trash talk. Laaan says, do you think I was playing seriously? Dracont says, yes. Laaan laughs. I love it. Sad you can't accept it. Just give me more salt, guys. Give me more salt. That's what I want in my life. I want to see these guys get salty and play, I don't know, 11 games and just rage at each other more and more as the games go on. There's so much more at stake now because there's going to be trash talk from the winner of this. Sadly, you can't accept it. Learn to be a better human. Then you can play more arena. Noob. Okay, so at this point, I think Dracont is trying to rile him up. Like, some of this seems intentional, you know? Make you a better human? Come on now. I'm a half-decent human being, and I don't like arena all that much. I don't think these guys have a history at all. Dracont's just like this. Dracont likes to do this to people, and I actually entertain it, because we're watching, right? Laaan said, I don't want to play this map. Dracont says, yes, that shows you don't understand the game at all. See, Dracont, he knows. He's just doing this to rile the guy up. Sorry to tell your friend. Yeah, this is all over the top. On purpose. There's going to be a big difference in styles in Castle Age. So Dracont has 8 villagers on gold with 2 mining camps. And Laaan has 3 villagers on gold, and he'll probably just add town centers in the next stage. So since Dracont is so gold heavy, he'll likely go for monks and siege. He doesn't have to all in this, he can still add town centers, but he will start off with monasteries. So on the map arena, relics are very important because the game goes to imp pretty frequently. So getting those relics will be huge. Dracont will likely fight with less economy but more military in the Castle Age. Laaan said, I play for fun. Dracont said, sure, I play to win. That's why I got further in Masters of Arena 5, bro. No offense. Dracont, you gotta love it. Where are the monasteries? 1, 2. Laaan does not know about the gold there. Dracont plays to win, guys. Just remember, he does not play for fun, he plays to win. Food, please. 3rd TC should be on stone, bro. Oh my god, he's so... he doesn't know anything about what Laaan is doing, and he's kind of crossing the line here. I would be tilted at this point. Let's see if it works. Laaan says why. And Dracont says arena knowledge. And the scouts are fighting in the center. Oh, there's going to be a talk after this. I think Dracont will win. Oh! Never mind. Laaan wins. And he does see that one monastery. Having this scout is pretty big. To not only scout what your opponent will go for but to pick off any monks. And notice how it is silent after Dracont lost his scout. Laaan did get 1 relic. When your opponent's going for so many monasteries, I guess it's just 2, but when your opponent's going more aggressive than you, it's a good thing to just get 1 or 2 relics. Because you can't ever expect to get all 5. I think this scout has to be... Oh! Is he going to go for it, or will he delete this? Oh, God. Oh, God. Abort! Abort! Now, Dracont converts the scout that killed his scout, and I was not a fan of Laaan committing for the engagement there. Too risky. And now, not only is he down that scout, but he's down a couple monks, and Dracont is getting atonement, which means that he can convert Laan's monks. So, Dracont is actually right about the TC being on stone. He is correct on that. That the reason, oh my god, Laaan just got T90 wooed. It's getting worse and worse for him. But the reason you would TC stone is so you can eventually build towers or castles, especially because his stones are in poor positions. Laaan will get atonement as well, so we'll get to see the monk on monk action here. And, oh, Laaan, don't lose this. If he loses this, it could be so bad. Alright, he was fortunate that time not to lose a monk. Laaan does not know Dracont has a siege workshop there. Dracont is still on 1 TC. Oh, but Laaan gets the conversion. Now Dracont speaks up. He has to know something is coming out here. He just has to know. If he were to have a castle in the front right now, it could be GG. Because Dracont would have no way of pushing. Laaan could get redemption. He could build another monastery, make more monks. If he researches redemption, he can convert enemy mangonels. And he knows the siege workshop is there now. Laaan, the guy who plays for fun, the guy who does not play to win, he's up by 13, 14 villagers, and that will only climb at this rate. It's really tough. When you commit to so many TCs, it's really tough to have the resources to combat this. And Dracont is going for a 1 TC imp. This is actually quite a cool style. Say what you want about Dracont and his trash talk. This style is something that only an arena player could probably pull off. You stay on 1 TC. You set up your economy to go to imp. He doesn't have a lot of villagers, guys. Only 40. And then what you do is you build a castle on the front. And you just start trebbing down everything. So he doesn't need to push right now. It would be ideal if Dracont could get a few conversions or something. But he doesn't really need to push. He just needs to hold the middle. And then once he gets 250 more stone, which will actually take some time, he can build a castle here. But when you do this, your economy is so fragile, you can't afford to take losses. If you were to lose this batch of monks, it'd be game over. Because he wouldn't have the resources to add more. And Laaan is also on the way to imp. Of course, Italians, they have that cheaper Imperial. He will not have a castle, so he cannot go for trebs. What was play B? No sign just yet. Maybe if I see a university go up, he might be considering bombard cannons. Alright, Dracont sees. Laaan is trying to stop this from happening. Oh wow, that monk somehow didn't get any conversions. Dracont is probably on tilt, man. But here he is. And... oh! Nice job from Laaan. That scout will have to be deleted or he'll have to run away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They both go for monk conversions. They both get a conversion. There will be more here. The Maganel was also converted. Oh, is this awkward or what? I hate monks, man. I hate monks. Look at these two. Look at these two. That's not bad for Laaan. It really isn't all that bad. The issue is the lack of gold. So he has to scramble back to this gold because that castle goes up. And these monks that he converted will just die. And Dracont has a castle on the front. He barely has any resources. He has a few Mangonels, a few monks, and I think he wants to build another castle. He's just purchased stone. Can Laaan stop Dracont? He went to the Imperial Age. He did not have stone for a castle. He's now making ranges. But it might be too late now. 2 castles on the front. He has no response to the Chukunu and Treb push. And Dracont, feeling confident now, he says, if you practice, you can one day be as good as me. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, I don't think we're going to see 11 more games from these two. I think Laaan will not want to play him again. Look at the economy for Dracont. He doesn't have a lot, but his aggression has worked out here. He's getting Illumination. He's getting Theocracy now, so he's getting more monk upgrades. And honestly, he just has to go with Trebs now, I think. He has a few Chukunu, which is enough. I think Trebuchets would be very helpful. The trash talk is fun for us, right? It's fun for us for sure. Laaan is getting Bracer, he's getting Chemistry, he will go for Arbalest. But another castle will go up soon for Dracont, I imagine. Let's see. And Laaan, he might not think he needs that practice. He might not think that he's worse than Dracont, as Dracont obviously thinks. 5+4 on the crossbows now, which means that the crossbows will have more range than the Chukunus, and they'll have similar range to the monks. And Laaan is selling food, he's selling wood, probably recognizing that he could run out of gold soon. He needs to push this back, guys. And it's got to be with Bombard Cannons and Arbalest, because he doesn't have that castle. So here's the Bombard Cannons. We talked about it in the beginning, in the Dark Age. We talked about how important Bombard Cannons might be here. Now, if either player loses their army, they're in trouble. And, oh, this is not good. That Bombard Cannon's going to die for free. Wait, I think so. Yeah, it's going to run into the lumber camp. You need to repair this land. Repair it. That's not going to happen. He does have another Bombard Cannon here. Really just needs to deal with the Mangonels. Deal with the Mangonels, and you're fine. This is a good game. This is a good game. Dracont's about to build another castle. Still hasn't sent... Okay, he sent one Trebuchet out. I would go for this TC, or I would go for Siege Workshops if you could see them. He might feel like he needs the Trebs to deal with the Bombard Cannons, as Trebs do have more range. More Chukunu on the way for Dracont. 99 population for Laaan and 73 for Dracont. And I don't think Dracont is going to be able to squeak in here and convert a Bombard Cannon. And he placed the castle right where Laan's starting TC was. But Dracont, be careful, my friends. Be careful. Does he have enough Chukunu here? Arbalests are better than Chukunu, but the upgrades are different. The numbers are different. I don't like this for Dracont at all. He doesn't have enough Chukunu. Assuming that Laaan can continue to create the Arbs, and he is. Dracont with some tidy micro, though. He will get the castle up, and the monks have been healing. Is it just enough? He just has to starve Laaan out. Laaan has 30 more villagers. But now Dracont is forced to repair this castle he just built. Wow, what a game. Who's being taken to school here? That's the question. Is Dracont schooling Laaan? Or is Laaan going to school Dracont? Oh, no. Not the Bombard Cannons. No! Oh, I actually lifted my hands up off the keyboard, off the mouse. I was so freaked out there. I thought that the Bombard Cannons were going to get converted, in which case it could have been the GG. Whew! This is fine. Laaan is now using the extra economy he has. He's going for Skirmisher. Again, not much that Dracont can afford to do beyond wood and gold compositions, because he has 2 farms at home. This is an arena player's economy right here, which apparently is better. According to Dracont, that is better. Dracont built this castle a few minutes ago, and he spent most of his time repairing this. His Treb needs to save him. 4 Bombard Cannons for Laaan now. And Laan's looking good. He is looking very, very good. I wonder if Dracont can just take out the production buildings of Laaan. Remember I said go for the siege workshop. Go for the archer ranges. Oh, that is not good for Dracont. Losing Chukanu for free, and he's losing HP. Actually tried to run this direction and click the farm by accident there. Laaan has just run out of gold, guys. He has just run out of gold. He has no gold. None. Nada. Zilch. Dracont must know that now. In fact, Dracont might have been thinking that he was out of gold for a while. That trebuchet picked off a bombard cannon. This is not something that Laaan can afford to lose. And Dracont's coming in with the Chukanu, which have 8+3, and they have all the defense upgrades. Now, he has run away. Oh, that castle will kill another bombard cannon, though. There is so little room for error now for Laaan. Dracont is coming back. Dracont is catching up with the population. He knows that Laaan might have more villagers. It can't be as efficient as what Dracont has, even though it's not pretty. And this aggressive strategy from Dracont might just be working now. Will that trebuchet die, though? No, it will not. Dracont has done a heck of a job keeping his trebs and his Chukanus alive, in all honesty. This game is pretty close. And it's such an annoying strategy that Dracont has gone for. There we go. He loses the treb, but he kills the bombard cannon. So I'd say it's worth it. Laaan is also housed, guys. He doesn't have spaces to build houses. So that's also a complicated thing for him. And not only houses, he could lose production buildings. And he lost another bombard cannon to that treb. It's tough. Every time you come in to pick off the trebs, you could die to the Chukanu or the castle fire. Just shoot it. Shoot it. Oh! He can't shoot it. That treb is coming in clutch. Oh, I could just feel it. I can feel Laaan getting frustrated. I'm frustrated for him. He'll lose another bombard cannon. The castle is still up for Dracont. These treb snipes have been huge. And oh. Well, that bombard cannon didn't go down, but this one did. And Laaan calls the GG. Dracont gets the win. Dracont gets the win. Holy cow. You know, that style, again, it's so risky. But it's something that arena players do rather frequently. Laaan played well. I honestly thought he had the answer, but Dracont just held on and starved him out. What a game. What a game. There's a lot of things I could talk about there. I spent a lot of time talking about the trash talk, but I think that, interestingly enough, Dracont's point of building the TC on stone it was true here. I think if Laaan would have had the TC on stone, he could have built maybe a few towers to delay that. He could have built a castle maybe. If he had a castle, he could have made trebuchets and stopped Dracont from pushing in here. It's really tough to say, though. I think Laaan did most things correctly. It was just one strategy choice versus another, and Dracont's worked. Now, I don't know if these guys are going to play again. If they do, I will definitely cast it. That game was certainly good enough for YouTube, though. So YouTube, we're just casting live games here on the Twitch stream today. I do this all the time. If you'd like to stop by, click the link in the video description. But there's the resource difference. Dracont was just making wood and gold units. And then he had the rest of his villagers on stone. Look at that food difference, jeez. Alright, they are going to play again, guys. They are going to play again. So can I get your opinions on Dracont's trash talk? I think he went a little bit too far there, but it definitely makes it fun as viewers, right? Whether you hate it or love it, it makes it fun for us because there's more at stake. There's more reputation at stake. Oh, and Laaan is trying to save face here. Look at this in the game room. He says, I played sending WhatsApp and watching TV. Don't know how you played. Dracont said, I spend time having sex with my girlfriend.